what do you think are some really good, like low risk takedowns that anyone can learn to do? Did you have any favorites? Ankle pick? Yeah, excellent.
100%. Ankle pick is the easiest and the most safest take. Of course, you can counter it. Of course, you can counter like any other takedown. You can counter it. People tell me, "Oh, you are exposed to an armbar or to a triangle." Yes, but it's like saying you're exposed to a guillotine when you do a double leg, or to a kimura when you do a single leg. But it's the easiest one to learn. And if you do it correctly, it's really easy to implement, and it's easier and really easy to connect into a single leg. So when you miss the ankle pick, you can always go to the far side ankle pick, or if you did manage to connect and he's trying to defend, you can connect to a single leg, which is easier to just then build your stance and then finish the single leg.
Absolutely. Something, Tomer, that I think a lot of people in jiu-jitsu that don't have a wrestling or judo background experience when they're learning takedowns is understanding that there's a whole nother game within the game of hand fighting and positioning yourself on the feet before you hit a takedown. I think sometimes when we think of a takedown, we have the naive picture in our head of going from A to B, like just shooting in, landing a double, or getting in and landing a throw or whatever. But there really is a very robust system of hand fighting that takes place before a takedown happens. How do you like to implement that kind of training into your students' takedown game?
Yeah, so we train basically, because like you said, takedowns, the stand-up game is it's a different type of game. So we're not training to be wrestlers or to be judokas. We're training to be a good jiu-jitsu players. We have to implement standing game. But we can't focus like solely on the stand-up game. And the other biggest mistake is to focus on the stand-up game a week before the competition. That's not gonna work. You're not gonna use anything new that you learn a week before the competition.
Yeah.
I would probably say it's like we invest 20% of the time on stand-up and 80% of the time, on bottom work. That way you're during the year, you always work a little bit on your stand-up game, and we try to develop a systemized basic way to take someone down. Again, my best tip that I can give, if it's no-gi, then I will work a lot on front headlocks, arm drags, and body locks, winning the body lock battle, and connecting to front headlocks. Front headlock is a great way to take someone down. Right, because for example, a great way to do it is as a counter. So of course, like the basic guillotine and controlling the head and spinning and take the guy's back, but you can also do it as a setup from the Uchimata. So the guy trying to do a single leg, then you make him post his head is exposed, then you can get the front headlock and then bring him down, and then take the back, or then take the back body lock, and then it's way easier to take someone from behind than from in front of him, right? So you use more of a jiu-jitsu movements like front headlock. Well, I'm not jiu-jitsu movement, but something that you're more familiarized with, like front headlocks, where you can use on bottom or on top, as your takedown methods, instead of like movements that you're not really feel comfortable doing, like the shooting from the double leg shot or the single leg shot and all that.
That's a great piece of advice. Yeah, so start in a position that you're already comfortable with. And like you said, the front headlock is a great example. There's plenty of takedowns that you can use from there. Plenty of mat returns from there that can put a guy right to turtle. Now you're attacking turtle. It's a takedown still, but you're also now attacking turtle. You've gotten the fight to the ground.
And you can also use the sumigashi movement, like just roll him over and finish on top.
Yep.
Right? The rules are not like, you don't have to do an overhead takedown or a beautiful takedown. You just need to take the guy down. It's not like in judo or in wrestling where you have to keep him down for a few seconds. You just need to keep him. You just need to take him down and put him on his back for 3 seconds. That's it. You just have to find the right. And for example, for me, one of my favorite takedowns is the tomoe-nage. And again, I didn't think that I'm going to do it good, but I just kept drilling it, and I felt good, and that's why my favorite takedown to do right now. And again, this one does looks good. So if I hit it in competition, then 100%, that's a good thing. But it's not like the one that I wanted to be good at, right? So you have to listen to yourself, yeah.
That's actually, yeah, that one just happens to be good for the highlight reel also. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
at least that.
That's cool.